Levitate.
And celebrate dummy. Yeah. Clink, clink.
Same cloud, different day.
Different day. Same cloud.
So today I'm gonna be singing everything I say.
Straight from New York, uptown, baby. Your puffer's little. Your Tims are fucking leaning. Dummy.
I mean, you know.
Today we got the personality coming all the way from the UK. She visiting.
Like, this episode's gonna be mad annoying. For sure.
You're ready for it.
It's gonna be really hard for me, but I'm gonna talk like this the whole time. I have a lot of personality, so it's hard to like keep myself from switching, but I'm gonna force myself to do it because I know I can.
She mad weird, for real. Like, anyways, it's your boy Tsunami. Do how you do and you do what you do, baby.
This is hella weird. I'm really trying to keep it up.
Real shit, real shit.
You're doing wonderful.
Real shit.
My name is Chelsea Love, and I love you, baby.
Yo, she could sing fuck out of her dummy.
Yo, this girl's talented. How are you guys doing today? It's Sweetface. I miss you guys. Love you guys. That's all I really have to say today.
And without further ado, dummy, let's elevate together.
Let's tell them
Deep
about
breath. Deep breath. Don't blow it too hard. You know, you got to brush your teeth before you blow your breath. But let's blow it. Can you hit a high note for me, though? Can you hit a high note for me, though? Can you hit a high note?
I don't think
That
it came
was
out that
crunchy
time.
as fuck.
Like I said, this episode is gonna be annoying. I promise.
So we should tell them what today's episode is going to be about. Today's episode is going to be about... Oh, you're right. I'm skipping things. I'm tripping. So before we get started today, I want you guys to tell me what cloud you're on, how you're feeling. Let them know the business. Theo, what cloud are you on today?
So today, I'm on cloud self-care.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I just switched accents, but I'm gonna keep this one. I like this one better. But I'm on cloud self-care and love.
That's fine, friend, because we all have like 17 personalities in us anyway.
I promise, like, I barely changed it. This is normal.
Okay, Chelsea, what cloud are you on today?
I'm on Cloud Nirvana. Yes.
I like that song, though. It's a song by Sam Smith called Nirvana. That's my shit.
Nirvana. Nah. She didn't say Nevada. She said
Nirvana. Yeah, that's his song name.
Who sings it?
Sam Smith.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Friend, you're UK. You should know this.
Yeah, but we're not cousins.
Not everybody from the UK is related.
Well, today I'm on...
Know that, bro.
Today I'm on a pure herbal infusion peppermint cloud with a bit of what's it called? It's like a chakra tea. It's, you know, my third eye. I have to keep it open, you know. Not for too long though, because it's gonna start watering. But you always have to blink.
She too high tech for me. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
I did. Whatever.
You can't talk like that because you triggering me.
I know.
Okay, so I think we should tell them what today's episode is going to be about. It's something that's very important to all of us. Very necessary.
Can we sing it? Because I'm singing everything and I want y'all to sing with me in the on-air theme, but we're going to say self-care theme though. Like...
Today's episode is going to be about
self-care. Self-care.
Take care of your body, dummy. Oh, wait, that's not my accent.
Take care of your body.
Today's episode is going to be about loving yourself and how to love yourself and why you should love yourself. So without further ado, let's get started.
Right, baby. You know, it's not only about, when we say self-love and care, we are not only...
Talk about the Instagram trends, okay? Everyone thinks that it has this conventional way to it. And first of all, it's subjective to you. Self-love, self-care, not trend keep up with like
self-love and care don't only mean taking care of your body, taking a shower and, you know, making sure you clean. It mean other things too.
What it mean? What does it mean?
So you gotta watch what you do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta watch what you hang around. Cause if you hang around the wrong crowd, that means you don't really love yourself and you allowing these people to bring you down. You know what I'm saying? And you also gotta make sure your teeth is clean. And you gotta make sure you wash your face and stuff. But at the same time, you gotta make sure you take care of your body. Make sure you watch what you eat and stuff.
So what does self-care, self-love and care mean to you?
let me just say that don't just mean what go in your body.
Right.
That does not mean what just goes in your body, because you're not just a physical being. Like, you're lying to yourself. I mean, I've lied to myself for many years. So, you know, I don't want you guys to have the same experience. Wake up, okay? Wake up. Things happen on the mental plane, spiritual plane, emotional plane. You need to pay attention all around, okay? And self-care is a holistic experience because you're a whole person, okay? Mm-hmm. There's nothing missing from you. You got to make sure that every edge and corner and crevice of you is taken care of, attended to, because you matter.
Yeah. Right.
Well, to me, self-love and care is everything. It's like, it's what's around you. It's what you put inside of you. It's what you surround yourself with. It's what you choose to be a part of your life. It's everything. Every decision you make is a part of self-love and care, because you're making a decision for yourself. Even the smallest decisions, it has an effect on you. So you have to really look into that, because it has to be something that you know about and that you do the right way, because you are most important to you. So you have to care for yourself, because you're the only one who's going to actually put in the effort to do that, because you're the only one that feels that way towards you. And it also makes you feel how you should feel towards yourself, because you're nurturing yourself. You know, it helps you be more, because sometimes we're too selfless, and it helps you to get to know yourself. And once you get to know yourself, then you can worry about other people. Then you can worry about other relationships. But you have to get yourself right. And self-love and care is how you do that. So that's what that is to me.
I like them so much. They're so smart. For real.
So is you, friend.
You
That's what we're talking about.
So also with self-care and love, you got to make sure you are mentally cared for and loving yourself.
I do want to say, like, piggybacking off of what Fran said. Firstly, a quote that I always keep with me is that you need you more than you need anybody else. And you need you more than anybody else needs you. Like, you can't pour into anybody else's cup from a half empty cup. Like, yours has to be full first, and you're the only one that can pour into it. Right. Okay? And only then can you pour into others.
Can somebody please calculate when we break character?
Vibing, man. Vibing.
No, because it's so many times where I want to break character when I want to say something serious, because this is a serious topic. Like,
we joking and shit, but we really want you to care for yourself and love yourself.
I mean, like, singing everything that's kind of annoying. I mean, come on.
I mean, but you could say, though.
Yeah. Okay, so how about
another thing, piggybacking off that same topic, is that people don't really realize, like you said, the decisions that they make, the little things, mean so much to their self-care mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because these are the things we don't really pay too much attention to, because they're not as tangible as the physical. Like, you could tell when your breast stinks, you can tell you need to go brush it, but most people for some reason cannot tell on their own emotional radar when they need a recharge, when they need to stop hanging around certain people for a certain period of time, when they need, you know, to stop being on Instagram for so damn long, for so often periods of time, you know, like that it takes over their mind, somewhat like an addiction. You know, there's so many things to that, and they're little things to us, because we think the physical is everything.
I'm guilty.
That it takes us over. And trust me, I feel like we've all been there. And that's why it's such an important topic, so that we know to take care of ourselves.
Friend, if you want to go. Okay, so I was going to say, there is people I did used to hang around, and those people were very bad for me, but I was more focused on the relationship we had with each other, like being very funny and like, things like, I think you cool, you funny just like me. But they had toxic traits that, you shouldn't surround yourself around. They wasn't really focused on doing the right things. There's people I used to hang with in high school, and and if they would skip, I'm gonna skip with them. And even still, they probably had good grades, but I didn't because I was following them. I don't know what they're doing when they're at home, but what I see, that's what I used to copy. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to let them people go, and I'm living a great life.
Ariana.
Thank you.
So, what is self-appreciation to you, and what's an example of a way that you appreciate yourself every day?
Let me try to use like a current.
No,
thing.
not something that everybody else does. What's something specific
Not everyone
to
takes
you
showers.
that
But self-appreciation, like appreciating yourself.
to appreciate yourself?
Getting myself an ice cream.
No, okay. So self-appreciation, I talk to myself all the time, but sometimes you do need to talk to yourself and tell yourself thank you. You got to sit back and really realize what you're doing for yourself. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Proud of yourself.
what's becoming better in your life? Sometimes you focus on the negative things, but bad things be happening. And you really just got to pay attention to it, okay? You got to sit back sometimes like, yeah, I probably didn't eat this morning. But I did like get like a lot of insights today. Like people really saw me for who I was,
And touching on that, let me just
I
say,
did
like,
wake up this morning.
your darkest times also, even when you're going through the worst, will be the time where you are given the opportunity to become the light. So now you experience more
That's
illumination
exactly what I was about
within
to talk
yourself.
about.
It's like those events are purposeful to develop you to grow so that
Right.
you can get to a new level. So whenever this comes back around, if it may, you know how to handle it now.
Exactly.
So say thank you for that. Really, that's a great version of self-appreciation, is loving yourself even through the darkness, even through the bad times.
Every day is a lesson, even if it's not a lesson that you wanted to go through. It still happened and you made it through. So you still gotta appreciate that.
I saw I was watching a TikTok earlier of a mom. She was like basically disciplining her son. She told him he couldn't have something that he wanted, and he went to having a tantrum. And instead of beating him or yelling at him, she like got down to his level and she was just talking to him. She was like, I need you to love yourself enough to be able to calm down when you can't get what you want. Because it's not a maybe, you're not getting it. So be able to accept that and be able to love yourself enough to want yourself to be relaxed and calm, to say, okay, I can't have this. Let me see what else I can get to fill that void of however that was going to make me feel like. And basically to piggyback off of what Chelsea said, like, you have to love yourself enough to be the positivity in those down bad moments, because it helps so much. Like, when you think there's no positive way, like there's no brighter side of the situation, like, you have to find it, because once you find it, then it's gonna come to you. Once you find the brighter side of that situation, it's gonna get so much brighter, and then it's gonna strengthen your mindset. On top of that, now you know how to see the positive side, so it's not impossible, and it literally sets you up for life, because anything that happens, you always can find the brighter side. Even if it's not something that you could point out and be like, okay, well, at least this is happening. There's always something you could do to change something in that situation. You just have to keep a positive mindset so you have the drive to do that.
And another valuable keepsake is like, no, because you was talking about, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I was going to say there is. Damn, nah, I fucked up, Chelsea.
Damn.
It's okay. Let's move on to the next.
Also, another thing with self-love and care is body positivity. Like, yeah, it's okay to make sure you're okay mentally, but also making sure that you really care about your body.
Health.
Something I really want to pinpoint on, talking about the topic of self-love and care, is what love really is. Love is unconditionality. Period, point blank. There's no other way to love. If you think that love is anything else, materialism, blah, 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 blah. It's not.
Unconditional
Go
love.
back to the drawing board and figure that shit out, because that's not it. Love can only ever be unconditional. If it's not unconditional, it's not love. And I mean that for yourself too. Like, look in the mirror. I'm talking to myself right now, really. But you too, like, look in the mirror. Observe. Like, do I only love myself when I feel like I look good? Do I only love myself when I feel like people are seeing me as a good person? When I'm coming off right, whatever that means? That's self-love. Asking yourself those questions and answering that shit. Like, damn, like, maybe I have been slacking on myself and playing myself, and I'm expecting other people not to play me. That's not how it works. You are the example of how you want to be loved.
Very
You
sad.
you are the first one that shows the world how to love you. Shout out to my girl Lisa Nichols.
You be wondering, thinking like, why people treating you a certain way, and you don't even notice that you treat yourself that same way, and they see it, so they think it's okay to treat you that way, and you be thinking it's them the whole time.
Yeah, I would say I would be a hypocrite to say that I don't have, things that I think about, in a positive, negative way. Like, there's still insecurities that I do have that I am working on, and it's okay to work towards being positive. You don't have to be positive right now, but you need to work towards that goal. Even still, if you don't like something that's present in your life, try to change it. You know what I'm saying? I go through things and I still see things, but I'm trying to change it.
Like, love yourself even when you might hate yourself that day. You get me? Like, that's the point. It's like you're the only one that's gonna do that for yourself, and that has to.
Especially if you know the circumstances aren't gonna change, then you have to wait. You have to change the way you feel or see the circumstances.
And then also, if you going through something and you're mad at yourself, who's there to comfort you, really?
But you.
And who knows everything you've been through? Other than you. You're your best therapist. You're your best, everything.
I'm not paying no therapist to tell me. Like,
That
you be
about
fucking up
myself.
everything. You're so fucking dumb. Like, sometimes you just need to shut up.
Like, I'm not finna pay no therapist that's telling me that. You know what I'm saying? So why tell yourself that?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Don't do that.
That's true.
No one can know your innermost thoughts but you. So you're your best.
But no, to speak on body positivity, I feel like when it comes to body positivity, you just have to know how to love yourself, but still work on yourself. Like, you have to learn how to love your process, not just the outcome, because the outcome is later. You have to love the process, because if you don't love the process, you're going to be miserable. You're not going to be motivated enough to work through that process, and you're never going to get to what you will actually love. So you have to love your beginning and your process, then your end. Like, you have to love it all, because that's how you're going to get there, literally. So that's really what body positivity is to me. Just loving every phase of your body. Even if you want to change it, you still love it. Like, before you changed it, you still loved it. You just felt like, this will make you love it a little more. And then also, like, working out and stuff like that, that's health. That's not just body positivity. That's health. You have to stay active. You have to have endurance. Your heart needs that. Like, so that's what body positivity really is to me. Just like doing stuff to make sure you're healthy, not even to make sure you look a certain way, just to make sure you're healthy. Body positivity is health, not trends, not what Instagram say, not who Instagram say is thick. It's not that.
No.
Body positivity is a healthy body, and you should be comfortable in your body as long as you're healthy. It does not matter what you shape like, as long as you're healthy. That's body positivity.
Health is beauty. Period.
Shout out to Lizzo. Shout out to Lizzo.
Like, as long as you're taking care of yourself, that's it. Like, that's the epitome of self-love. And self-love is beautiful. I don't know if you've seen someone who's comfortable and loves themselves, but it's a wonderful thing to see. And it inspires.
Before we move on, I just want to say, to clear the air, you don't only have to take showers to care for yourself. That's not what self-care only means.
It's not just limited to one gender.
Right.
Oh, right.
So
But we
let's
gonna
take
get
it
into
there.
that. We gonna get into that.
I just want y'all to know.
So also, when you're taking care of your body, like we mentioned before previously, the type of things you consume, the kind of food. I ain't gonna lie, I am not healthy when it comes to food, but I'm not ashamed of that. I will fix it, but I'm not ashamed. I love some fattening ass food. Okay, I love the grease. I love all that. I love the meat.
Honesty is important.
Yeah,
The first step in the process is admitting there's a problem.
I
But-
mean, if you're not gonna watch what you put in your body, at least know what you put in your body.
right.
Like, just know that, like, cause some people, like, you struggling with acne, you wondering why. Whole time is that pork that you eat every day, them pork chops your mama. The only thing your mama know how to make is pork chops. You eating pork chops every day.
The
Not
soda.
the
Your
only
face
thing.
breaking out, your arteries cluttered with oil. Like, just know what you eating, cause it's some like bad foods that don't bother certain people in the way that it bother other people. So just look it up, know your body, and know how stuff affects you. Like, me personally, the stuff I don't eat is because of how it makes me feel, not because of a label of vegan, vegetarian, like none of that. It's if it make my body feel bad, I'm gonna stop eating it. Like, even if it's something I ate before, like,
Labels, like, that be ruining self-care for people. Like, they be so caught up in, like, from experience. Oh, I am vegan, blah, blah, blah. That you forget, okay, Oreos are vegan, French fries are vegan, beer is vegan. That don't mean you eating all that shit makes you healthy. You still sluggish. You're still addicted to sugar. Like, you still gonna have weight problems. You're still gonna have mental fog. You should care more about how it's gonna make you feel, how it's gonna affect your mental, emotional plane as well.
I ain't gonna lie, friend. When you was talking about arteries, cause my grandma told me Garcia sausages, it clog your arteries because it got a lot of oil. But I love
Yeah, that's
spicy
the thing
Garcia sausages.
that's the thing
So
about
good.
unhealthy stuff. It tastes so good.
And
It tastes so
by
fucking good,
design,
like-
too. That's purposeful.
Really, what I could suggest, if you feel like that, like if you feel like, yeah, this stuff is unhealthy, but it tastes so good, like, there's stuff that tastes that same way or better that's healthier for you. You just have to, you just gotta want to choose that. If
Hey,
that's something you want to look
And
into,
look for it.
you
I
could
ain't gonna
find
lie.
it for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, friend be introducing me to some bomb ass vegan food.
He
bruh.
was sleeping on Indian
Fucking fried
food.
cauliflower.
Let
that
me
shit tastes
tell
like
you how he was sleeping on
popcorn
Indian.
chicken. Like, what is you talking about?
And it
It's
was
so
God.
good.
Friend was scared to try. I was like, friend, just trust me. He put it in his mouth. He almost ate the whole thing. I'm
I
like, slow
actually
down,
did.
buddy.
I did though, and I ordered it when she left.
There are great substitutes out there that will make you feel a lot better afterwards. So you can have your cake and eat it too. You know?
Real quick, we want to say shout out Melanin Edge Studios, and we do it for us family.
We love you
Very
guys.
much the sponsors.
Yes, giving,
Yes.
giving very generously.
Before we end, let's talk about it. Men, I'm talking to you. I be guilty sometimes too.
left friend.
But us men, self-care doesn't only apply to women. Like, yeah, you take showers and shit, but y'all feel like y'all cannot really talk about
Get down and dirty.
your mental health and shit. Like, you feel like you gotta put up a facade, put up a wall, be a different person because you a man, but when really you don't. Like, at the end of the day, you matter to yourself, not everybody else. So you gotta make sure you're accounted for. You get what I'm saying?
How do you feel about men's self-care?
I hate to see, like, when men feel like they can't, express their emotions, or like if a man will say something about getting their nails done and then want to be like, oh, you do that, like certain stuff like that. I just feel like, okay, stuff like getting your nails done, your hair done, all that stuff, that's self-care. It's not
Friend, I got a nasty
it's
one.
not bad bitch apparel. Like, it's self-care. It's a part of self-care. So if that's something that they consider self-care, so what? So be it. They want to
It's
get their nails done. You feel
subjective.
me? Like, and then I just hate when men really feel like they're weak for showing their emotions, and it's often because of their past and how people have reacted to them showing their reactions in the past.
Well, you gay as
Trauma.
fuck, like.
But me personally, I always just try to make it clear to them that, like, I'm here. Like, every meal of my life, like, I just try to let them know, like, if you ever feel, you ever need somebody to talk to, I don't care if we barely are close, like, I'm always here to talk because I know how it feels to feel like you can't and want to. That's just my main thing when it comes to men's self-care. Like, I hate that a lot of men feel like it's weak to show emotion, because y'all really be having a lot of built up emotion for real that y'all really need to let out in some positive way. Like,
Some boy told me, he said he don't wipe his ass because it's gay. And that's so
my
dirty.
Prime
That's
example.
so fucking dirty.
These are the
But
basics.
I
It's
know
the
it's
bare
men
minimum,
who think
y'all.
like that.
It's the bare minimum for me.
Right.
Whatever Summer said, like for real,
She
it
said
really
that.
is. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to get your nails done. Y'all better say that shit. Yeah, like, man, please drink more water. It's okay to work out. It's okay to talk to somebody. Talk to
Before
yourself.
you pass that, let me add on that real quick. The whole drinking water thing, like, drink more water because it aids in, it helps your partner, your whomever your partner may be. It does not even matter. It helps your partner because it you feel me? It cleanses you down there. You healthier down there for them. Yeah, like your pH balance, your hygiene can be cleaned out by water. Like, just drink water, drink more water, and it literally makes it healthier. It makes sex healthier, and it's just a considerate thing to do. Drink more water. I've always, no, really, like, seriously,
That's
because
true,
I
though.
always, every time, like, I always would ask, like, if they drink water, and it's just like, kinda, I don't really, but that's not okay.
Scary. That's a red flag.
That's
guys.
not okay. Yeah, that's not okay.
Sex education is health education, by the way.
Yeah.
Because y'all just be doing it and don't be knowing what type of energies and biologically germs are passing through you.
That's
So,
also self-care. Y'all gotta know, just know what you're doing. That's
Right.
self-care. Self-care is know what you're doing to yourself.
All right. So
Know what
that
you
basically wraps up this episode, guys. Self-love and care. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My affirmation into you is to make sure you wash your ass, but also make sure you mentally good.
make sure you drink the most water and you is hydrated, moisturized from the inside out, and that you love yourself on higher levels every day. You make a commitment that today I'm gonna do better than I was yesterday. I'm only in competition with me. That's the best declaration of self.
Since this is the episode we talking about, I just want y'all to remember, and I'm pretty sure I told y'all this before, so y'all should remember already, but always remember that you are healthy, wealthy, and loved, and you are because you make yourself healthy, wealthy, and loved, so you got to keep yourself healthy, baby. So without further ado, this has been another episode of On Air.
On Air.
Y'all go ahead and keep elevating, baby, and what we gonna do?
Meet you there.
Yeah.
They broke fucking character.
All right, quiet on the set.